Cesc Fàbregas' Como 1907 has taken the Serie A by storm this season, defying expectations with their impressive performances. Under Fabregas' guidance, the team has showcased a well-organized and dynamic style of play, blending his extensive tactical knowledge with the team's hunger to compete at the highest level. As a newly promoted side, Como have not only adapted to the top-flight challenges, but they've also managed to punch above their weight, holding their own against the more established teams. So this season, Cesc Fàbregas has deployed his side in a flexible and fluid 4-2-3-1 formation. This structure enables the team to transition seamlessly into a 4-2-4 when they're looking to press high up the pitch or facing strong opposition. And in turn, it can create opportunities for the central attacking midfielder and the striker to link up effectively with the rest of the midfield. And at times, Como's attacking structure can take on a lopsided appearance, with the right midfielder looking to tuck inside and join up with the number 10. And this creates a great offensive platform for the rest of the team to build up off of, with the central areas being overloaded. It has been the fluidity that has made Como so difficult to defend against, as this has added extra layers of unpredictability to their offensive game plan. So we'll move on to Como's team tactics, and their build-up style under Cesc Fàbregas can be characterized as balanced. The team fluidly alternates between quick vertical transitions and patient possession-based build-up from the back. The manager prioritizes forward passing to maintain attacking momentum, pushing the opposition deeper and creating more space for Como's midfield to exploit. Their offensive transitions are a strength, with quick counterattacks driven by vertical passes and intelligent off-the-ball runs, which can often exploit the space left by the opposition. Como's forwards make aggressive runs in behind the defensive line, especially when the fullbacks advance, stretching the opposition and creating gaps for through balls. And as a result of these forward passes and direct runs, it can force the opposition's backline to drop deeper, and in turn generate more space for the midfield to help dictate the tempo of the game. Fàbregas emphasizes numerical superiority in the central areas, with the wingers and even at times the striker looking to drift inside and compress the space, enabling quick short passing sequences. This can facilitate ball retention and the ability to bypass the opposition's press. Fàbregas' overall tactical approach combines flexibility with structured play, which does allow his side Como to assert themselves and control games whilst also remaining defensively organized. And this can help the team create goal-scoring opportunities either with possession and looking to build up from the back or through their transition moments. Now, I've just mentioned Como's well-organized defense, and under Cesc Fàbregas they typically tend to set up in a mid-block. And when the team are out of position, they will look to either maintain their 4-2-3-1 or possibly a 4-4-2 structure, as these two formations can look to clog the central areas and force the opposition into the wider zones. The back four provides defensive stability, with the two holding midfielders shielding the defense and breaking up attacks, while the three attacking midfielders and the lone striker work to cut off passing lanes and apply pressure. Sometimes the striker will also look to drop alongside the number 10, forming a 4-4-2 shape in order to create a compact block. The downside is that this can provide the opposition centre-backs with more time and space on the ball, but it can also cut off the supply line to the opposition's midfield. Now, when Como are looking to push higher up the field, the striker will often lead the press by looking to close down either the goalkeeper or possibly one of the centre-backs, and by doing this he can look to make angled runs to force the opposition player into passing the ball into a specific area or side of the pitch, and as a result the rest of the Como team will look to shift over to that side and close down the gaps and spaces, which can result in turnovers being generated high up the pitch that can also lead to transition moments. In defensive transitions, Como focuses on positioning many players centrally, allowing for quick counter-pressing immediately after losing possession. This aggressive approach disrupts the opposition's transitions, forces errors, and helps the team regain possession in dangerous areas. The manager also encourages the team to press when the right opportunities present themselves, and this often can lead to counter-attacks or quick transition moments that do tend to lead to goal-scoring opportunities being created for the front line. Now, moving on to the Como player roles, and each of these players are intricately tied into Fàbregas' overall tactical approach, with each position significantly contributing to the team's structure both with and without the ball. The goalkeeper Butiers will adopt the role of a balanced sweeper keeper, contributing to the team's tempo and offensive structure with his ball-playing abilities from the back line, while also possessing the awareness to play long balls forward when needed, allowing for a more direct and attacking approach. His versatility ensures that Fàbregas' team can alternate their attacking patterns, and he can also be utilized effectively in the build-up play during high-pressure moments, enhancing the team's overall ability to control possession and launch quick transitions. The two centre-backs in Fàbregas' system will primarily take on defensive roles, focusing on maintaining the team's defensive line and breaking up opposition attacks. While they are capable of playing forward line-breaking passes, especially under pressure, their priority remains preserving the team's backline structure and ensuring defensive stability. Alberto Del Sena excels in aerial duels and ball interceptions. He also often looks to play long balls and clear the danger from defense. His backline partner, Mark Kempf, is also strong in the aerial duels and blocking off opposition attacks. Unlike Docena, the German centre-back frequently looks to clear balls from defence. Both of these centre-backs are essential in maintaining the defensive stability at the back for Como, and often look to lead the team when resisting pressure from the opposition's attacks. The two fullbacks in the setup will be deployed as wingbacks, with Ivan Smolicic adopting a more balanced role, while Alex Vela will have a support focus. The role allows both fullbacks to overlap the wingers during attacks, creating 2v1 situations against the opposition wide defenders, and this can lead to increased chances by delivering crosses into the box or potential cutbacks. Smolicic is quite good at intercepting passes as well as imposing himself physically on the opposition, where he can look to win his challenges both in the air and on the ground. And therefore he will look to focus more so on the defensive side of things, but if needed or required, he can look to roam forward and attack the opposition down the right flank. Whereas Valet, on the other hand, is a more dynamic option, where he can look to rotate into the central spaces, overlap the winger, or even provide the underlapping runs for the wide attacker. His strengths in dribbling, passing, and holding onto the ball allow him to add to Como's central superiority. At the base of midfield is Dacuna and Perron, who will operate as roaming deep-lying playmakers, providing the fluidity Fabregas desires in the central spaces. These two players have the freedom to move across the midfield, adapting their positions when the team needs to shift its offensive structure. They can drop deep to receive passes from the goalkeeper or assist the centre-backs in building out from the back, contributing to the initial first phase of play. In the second phase, they are key in playing progressive passes forward, including potential through balls to the attacking line to create goal-scoring opportunities. Defensively, the double pivots acts as screeners to the back line, effectively congesting the central areas and breaking up the opposition attacks. I've already mentioned this, but these two players in these central areas will often look to force the opposition out wide, adding to the overall defensive stability of the team. Then there's Nico Paz, who will be deployed as a wide classic number 10, offering versatility and a fluid role within the team. This positioning allows him to drift into the wide zones, exchanging passing sequences with the winger, or even being able to switch positions with the wide attackers, which can help in maintaining the team's offensive fluidity. He can also look to drop deep into the midfield and assist the roaming deep-lying playmakers in the build-up play, or stay higher up the pitch alongside the striker, giving him the freedom to contribute in multiple areas of the pitch. Paz's mobility makes him a key figure in both playmaking and finishing. He is adept at playing killer through-ball passes to unlock the opposition's back line, which often leads to him creating goal-scoring chances for his teammates, or he can take on a more advanced role, overlapping the striker and positioning himself as a focal point in the attack to finish off opportunities in the box. This flexibility can allow for the South American attacking midfielder to seamlessly transition between provider and goal scorer, which can enhance the team's attacking dynamics. The right midfielder, often Gabriel Strafeza, will be deployed as a wide playmaker with a build-up focus. The Brazilian winger has the flexibility to move into the central spaces, operating as a secondary number 10 alongside Nico Paz. In this role, Strafeza can also look to help facilitate the pace of play, where he can utilize his technical capabilities to create chances for his teammates and dictate the attacking rhythm of the team. When positioned out wide, Strafeza combines with the right back, creating overlapping opportunities. Additionally, he frequently attacks the half spaces, which tends to disrupt the opposition's defensive structure, opening up key pass lanes and dangerous attacking positions for the team. The wide attacker can be a lethal goal-scoring threat from the wide areas. Strafeza's ability to cut inside and drive forward exploits defensive gaps, creating space for others or finding opportunities for himself to shoot. His movement adds versatility to the side's attack, making him key in both creating and finishing off chances, just like Nico Paz. On the left is Duna, who will be deployed as a balanced inside forward. The young Spaniard often becomes the focal point in Como's attack, using his pace to exploit the defensive gaps and pose a constant threat in transition. He operates effectively in both the half spaces and wide areas, but his attacking intent is more pronounced, making him more dangerous with his forward runs. With his height and frame, Dune is lethal in the box, frequently finishing off opportunities with precision. As for the striker, Cutrone plays the role of false nine with a build-up focus, often dropping into the midfield to create numerical superiority and linking up with the number 10. He is capable of both creating opportunities and finishing them off himself. Cutrone is the team's pressing trigger, where he can look to close down the opposition's back line or their goalkeeper, but also in saying this, he can look to drop back at times and help solidify the team's mid-block approach. His elite hold-up and link-up play allows him to involve surrounding players in the final third, which tends to create a successful offensive platform for Como to build from. Now moving on to the team's assignments, and Cutrone will serve as the team's captain, with Strafeza and Dacuna designated as the primary set-piece and corner specialists. The captain also takes the responsibilities for penalties, and when aiming for the aerial threats during set pieces, Kemp is the primary target positioned centrally, with the center making the near post runs, and Cutrone set at the back post, ensuring multiple options to challenge the opposition defenses. And there we have it, people. That is how I would go ahead and replicate Cesc Fàbregas' Como tactics for FC25. I really do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind showing some love and smashing that like button button down below. It does a whole lot for the algorithm and it helps the channel grow, which we have been growing at a phenomenal rate. And it's mainly thanks to you guys. So everyone who watches the videos, likes the videos, supports the channel, mad love, mad respect, mad appreciation as well. Now, if you would also like to join up with the Brom Squad Gaming Discord server, we chat everything IRL football, everything just football related. It can be FC, it can be 2K26 potentially, Football Manager possibly. We chat about all that stuff on there. So the link for that will be down below in the description. Go ahead, click on it, join up, and I would welcome you with open arms. Anyways, until the next time, until the next one, I hope you have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.